Hey, what's up everybody? Commander Radix here, bringing you another episode of Transformers Lore. Today, we're going to talk about the Autobot group of war criminals known as the Monsterbots of Primax 1005.19 Gamma, the IDW Hasbro universe. But before we get into the main topic of this video, I'd like to mention that nearly 80% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel yet. If you like what you see in the video and want to see more that Transformers Lore has to offer, please consider subscribing. It'll help the channel grow, and it's a great free way to support me and video production on the channel. And hey, you can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind. But with that out of the way, let's jump into today's topic. The Monsterbots are a group of 3 Autobots, with the leader being the fiery Repugnus, with the other 2 being Double Cross and the jolly Grotesque. As a unit, their history is unknown, but all 3 were present 4 million years ago, early in the war during Zeta Prime's administration, where the 3 were seen at a demonstration against the Autobots after the Autobot officer Outback killed a Decepticon in Autobot custody, Hefter of Uriah. It seems like the Monsterbots may have had some Decepticon sympathies early in the war. However, their appeal for justice appears to be a joke, as by the time the war ramped up, the Monsterbots were a unit within the Autobot military that also operated like mercenaries, taking up money for missions, but also causing chaos and atrocities on the battlefield for fun. The unit was treated like outcasts by the rest of the Autobots, including the Dinobots, an Autobot group responsible for war crimes in their own right. At some point, this resulted in the Monsterbots, at least Repugnus, being incarcerated in the Autobot prison Garrus 9. Repugnus's method of incarceration was spark extraction, with his disembodied spark being held by 2006 CE. However, Repugnus and possibly the other Monsterbots were released after finishing their sentences and were out roaming the universe when they received an emergency call from Grimlock of the Dinobots on the planet Earth. The Monsterbots went to help Grimlock and found themselves in a great battle against the likes of Scorponok and his headmasters of the Machination, as well as Shockwave. After receiving data on Shockwave's ship as payment with information the Monsterbots seem to have given or sold to the Autobot cause, the Monsterbots went back on their way. However, it appears the Monsterbots split up at some point. By 2011, Grotesque was stationed on the Autobot Science Research Facility of Chemia when it fell under attack by Galvatron's forces in the Chaos event. Grotesque seems to have integrated himself quite well into the Autobot faction. Despite the massive amount of casualties on Chemia during the Chaos event, Grotesque managed to survive the battle, the last major battle of the Second Cybertronian Civil War. After the war, the Monsterbots seemed to settle down on Cybertron, enjoying a drink from time to time. However, in 2013, Cybertron fell under attack as part of the Dark Cybertron event. The Monsterbots returned to action again, with at least Grotesque seen fighting the Ammonite enemies. After the Dark Cybertron incident, the 3 Monsterbots came together once more and joined the crew of the Lost Light under the command of Rodimus and Megatron, who had recently turned over a new leaf and had joined the Autobots. While the Monsterbots enjoyed their life on the Lost Light, socializing and drinking, something didn't sit right with them about Megatron being on board. When they were approached by Getaway in 2016, the Monsterbots supported his plan to oust Megatron. However, as that plan involved stranding other Autobots and war heroes like Rodimus who supported Megatron, many of the mutineers, including the Monsterbots, had their memories altered by Getaway's nemosurgery. Repugnus was even brainwashed into an obedient servant as part of the Lost Light security force. By 2018, after Getaway's troops discovered what was alleged to be Cyber Utopia, the home of the mythical Knights of Cybertron, Getaway delivered his crew to the Decepticon Scorponok, who turned the crew of the Lost Light into monstrous spark eaters that had to be healed by first aid with the technology from the planet. After that, the history of the Monsterbots is unknown. However, we can assume that they weren't happy being plagued by Getaway. And that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I do videos on a range of topics that includes history and Transformers, so if you're a nerd who likes nerdy things, consider subscribing to the channel. As I said before, nearly 80% of you haven't subscribed yet. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Don't forget to check out all my social media links in the description to see what's going on with me. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.